Well, in the interest of time, I think we decided that since we published the bios of each of the speakers, that we would introduce speakers in the fewest words possible. And I think that Mayor Adler needs few words. So Mayor Adler was elected in 2015 at a time when residents elected our city council members for the first time from 10 geographic districts. That was a challenge.
That may have been a challenge, but the challenge in front of this group is immense as well, and incredibly important, and that's why I'm here, just to emphasize that. President Hirsch, the introduction from Rita was very true. This is about a system that works. But it is about so much more than that. Make no mistake about it, this census count is about political power and economic survival. Political power and economic survival. It doesn't get any more basic than the task that is in front of our community right now. You know, as a city, we're involved in many competitions in many different ways. There is no competition or battle that we are engaging in that's more important than the 2020 census that we have. This is the census that draws political lines. It draws district lines in our schools. This is a census where the government counts the number of people that we have that are entitled to contribution and support, and then earmarks money. $800 billion annually that goes to states and to cities and to families. And much of that is distributed on the basis of this count. There are so many things that are happening in this city as it grows so rapidly, and our community changes. There are so many people that are doing well in this community, but not everyone is, as we all know. This is the lifeline for the communities that are not participating in the same kind of growth and resources that we have in our community. We try to steer those funds as much as we can and to distribute the power and use that resource to help those communities, but it comes back in so many ways to this count. I had the opportunity this morning before I came here to help stand up the first wall in 2 homes for habitat. And I was there with the Mendoza family and the Martinez family that are standing up a wall and about to move into the first home that they or anyone in their family has ever owned. Affordable housing in our country is distributed in part based on decisions that our legislature makes on tax credits. And who gets to vote on the tax credits and where those voters are is decided by this census. The money then that's accumulated is distributed in part based on this census. Healthcare in our city. We have a life expectancy on the west side of this town that's 10 years greater than the life expectancy on the east side of this town. We're doing everything we can do locally to help with that. But the dollars that drive that program, the federal health monies that come into our community, is distributed based on this census. I really appreciate everybody that's in this room, because the task in front of us is vital and important and basic, and we need outreach. In this technological age, the federal census program is going to rely more and more on people filling out this form on the internet. I mean, it's great. On the internet you can reach lots of people, and it's more efficient, and it's less expensive, and it's easier for people to participate. I don't know what the number is today, but just a couple of years ago, 16% of the people in this city don't have access to internet. We've set up a system that will, by its own design, undercount the people that are most important for us to make sure that they get counted. That community only gets counted to the degree that the rest of the community ensures that they have a voice in this process. The work that you have in front of you is daunting because this is not easy work. But I'm here today to thank you for being here and to reinforce, if there's any need to do that at all, how critical this work is. Reaching out to groups and to people that, as I look around the room, are not altogether represented by the people who are in the chairs. That is the challenge that we have. It's getting to the communities that are hard to find. It's finding the voices that are hard to hear. And the future of this city depends, as we are at the crossroads, on how well you do this job. Let me know what I can do. It's good to see the county here. It's good to see the city here. Let me know what I can do. There's no effort that I would not put my shoulder to in this regard. Thank you.